Hello, this is Dr. Janet Hall, and I'm a clinical psychologist and hypnotherapist, and I've worked for over 32 years in Melbourne, Australia, and I do a lot of hypnosis. I'd like to share with you now a really personal story with the full permission from my daughter Pam, about how hypnosis enhanced her musical performance. And it's not all up to me to tell this story, because I'd also like to share with you how one of my colleagues, Karen Cook, who's one of my favourite hypnotherapists, also worked with Pam. You see, Pam was going for an audition with Australia's Idol. And Pam has always been naturally musical. At high school, her teacher said, would she like to play the trumpet? And after just one lesson, the teacher said, wow, Pam has so much ability that she could go far playing the trumpet. And I know what, I picked up the trumpet, I could hardly make a sound out of it. Anyway, Pam played for a couple of years, but then she decided that trumpet was a little bit nerdy, so she taught herself to play guitar. And she had written over 40 songs and recorded 2 CDs before she went for Australian Idol. However, she always played with the guitar, or she would play with the djembe drum, because that was her comfort zone. Now, you know that on Idol, you have to stand up and you have to belt out the song with confidence. So Pam said to me, Mum, do you think you could give me some hypnosis so I would have the confidence? Because she had that kind of little chip on her shoulder, that little, internal critic that I fear is so rampant in Australia. Particularly because we have the tall poppy syndrome, where it's not okay to say, hey, I'm really confident and I know I'm a good singer. If you say something like that in Australia, somebody will say, oh, you're just being a show-off. So Pam had conditioned herself to want to hide how good she was at singing. So I made her a very special Mummy Loves You performing hypnotic recording. And if you would like to get a copy of that, or let me make up one for you, make sure that you listen to how to contact me at the end of this. So, I made the recording and then I had to travel overseas. And so I knew that Karen Cook, who's my colleague at the Richmond Hill Psychology Clinic, was also very good at hypnosis, and also at what we call the magic of EFT, Emotional Freedom Technique. And this is a way that you might tap on certain meridians of the body, and as you tap, you release any negative energy. And so Pam did some EFT tapping with Karen. And then off she went for her audition. And she got through, and she then was sent to Sydney, and then she was able to get through day 1 and day 2, and then day 3. She had a big personal development learning experience, because on day 3 they were given a song that she didn't even know very well, and because she was a little bit lacking in confidence with the song, she took in her djembe drum and she played the djembe drum, and guess what they said? Marcia said, you're going home, girlfriend, because they didn't want Pam to have the drum. So I was still overseas, and when I got back, Pam and I had a big hug, and we had a bit of a debrief, and I said to her, darling, as a psychologist, I know that sometimes when people are really, really anxious, they will sabotage themselves so that they can end the anxiety. So I said, do you reckon there was a little bit of that made you use the djembe drum knowing that they didn't want you to? And she said, yeah, Mum, I think that I was just absolutely overwhelmed with all of it, and I was happy to leave it at that. So, what does that mean for you out there? That maybe you have a little bit of a block to being able to perform, perhaps not just on stage, but maybe having to make a presentation at work or at uni or college or at school. Sooner or later, most people have to make a speech in public. So don't let it beat you. Invest some time and overcome your blocks, and let go of the anxiety, so that when your time comes, you too can be a powerful and confident presenter. If you would like, you could phone me here in Melbourne, Australia on 613 9419 3010, or just email me at jan@drjanethall.com.au, and we'll work out a plan for you to overcome whatever's holding you back so that you can be a powerful and confident presenter next time the spotlight's on you.